Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Eric Fox.
And a very happy pre-gobble gobble day to everyone. Welcome to Pet Connection once again every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. We are joined by the amazing team over at Kern County Animal Services today, joined by Nick and Chancey join us today. Thank you guys for joining us once again.
Good morning.
So let's always talk, because I always love those stories of what the previous weeks, what we've experienced. And last week, definitely a fun one, because we introduced the cats Toph and Blueberry. Both of them found our new forever home, and a dog we named Jimmy Dean last week actually has a different name. Can you guys share a little bit about that?
Yeah, you were pretty well broken up there, but we got you towards the end. So yeah, Jimmy Dean. We're not sure how it happened, but somebody got word that we had Jimmy Dean, and they came down and claimed Jimmy Dean as their own, and Jimmy Dean went back to Jimmy Dean's owner. But it turns out, his name was not Jimmy Dean. But it's a happy ending to the story of a shelter pet, and we're always happy when that happens.
Always love that. Of course, every week we introduce some new forever friends for you guys right here on Pet Connection. We also talk about some things that are important as you take care of your pet, or maybe you got questions. You can always put those in the comments right here on Facebook, YouTube. All your comments go right here, and we could definitely answer your questions. So if you do have any questions, please share them with us. We'll be talking today about a great program you guys have called the Pet Safety Net Connection, and decorating reminders, because we're also into that time where our homes get very festive, but it's definitely important to start thinking about our four-legged friends, two-legged friends, whatever kind of friends you have while you set that up. But of course, we always love introducing some new, beautiful animals that could be your forever friend and popping that up on the screen. Our first one is Grace. What can you tell us about Grace?
Gracie's just an adorable little girl. She's about a 2-year-old pitty mix, bully mix. She's been with us for a bit. Chanty was telling me that she spent some time in our isolation kennel, so she was ill for a bit, but she's recovered now. She came in looking like she had a litter of pups at some point in recent history, but like I said, she's about 2 years old. She's 63 pounds, just full of love. She's a super sweet dog, as you can see. Very relaxed, very well mannered, beautiful brindle coloring. And she's going to just make somebody an awesome pet. She's just, she's the type of dog that we all really pull for, just because she's the type of dog that just didn't do well and didn't survive in the shelter, 7 or 8 years ago. So we're just looking for somebody to give her the love and the affection that she deserves.
And she is available for adoption right now, and also available for fostering, right?
Yeah, so adoption, of course, is our preference. We want somebody to give her a permanent home, but we have so many programs that afford just a temporary home for pets for foster. So if you're not able to give Grace a permanent home, maybe you can care for her, during a holiday weekend, or just any weekend, or take her out for a trip somewhere. We have our Streets of Bakersfield program where you can sign up to be a foster and take a shelter pet for a couple of hours. And it's just good for the dogs, and it's a way to help out the shelter animals that we have in need. But so yeah, she's available for adoption, but she's also available for foster for anybody willing to open their homes for a short period of time for a shelter pet.
Love that. And of course, the information is right there on the screen. Grace number is A113-2642. And the phone number scrolling at the bottom, 868-7120. And of course, you guys can always get more information about all the amazing things that Kern County Animal Services are doing at kerncountyanimalservices.org. Such a beautiful, amazing dog. We actually were on about 10 minutes before we started the broadcast here. And she's just been chill. She's just been, I'm liking my life right here. So I love that. A nice little yawn there, a little tiredness right there. That is just a beautiful dog right there.
So super well behaved. Yeah, she needs a home.
So there you go. Grace, once again, A1132642. Let's get Grace a home. And as she exited stage right there, as our theatrical people will know us to say here, So I do want to talk. We are going to have another dog we're going to feature in just a moment here, but I do want to talk about a couple things. First of all, the Food Safety Net program we've talked about in the past. It's a great program, just like a lot of the programs that you guys have over there at Kern County Animal Services. Can you share a little bit about that, Nick?
Yeah, sure. So for about 3 months now, we've been doing this. Early on in the pandemic, we just knew that we had to shrink services. We had to reduce the services that we can offer to the public, but we didn't want to, jeopardize anybody's ownership of their animals by reducing those services. And we knew that people were struggling. We knew people were losing their jobs. They're getting less hours in their jobs. It's harder to find employment, but we still love our pets. So we wanted to do what we could to help bridge that gap. So we created the Pet Safety Net program. It's just a fancy way of saying it's a food pantry at the Kern County Animal Shelter. So every Wednesday, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 noon, and then every Sunday, also from the hours of 8 a.m. to 12 noon, our volunteers, and it's fully volunteer supported, are here at the shelter, and they will take some quick information, and they'll give you about a 2-week supply of dog or cat food. We don't have, a cornucopia of different kinds of food varieties to offer, but we can give you some food to get you by for the period of time so that you can get back up on your feet, and you don't have to worry about feeding your pet for a short period of time. So we'll be here to help you keep your animal, especially during this pandemic. Between those hours, Wednesday, Sunday, from 8 to 12, come down and we'll help you out.
Love that and love all the programs. I see we got another friend join us on the screen right now, and we pop up the info. This is Tommy. Of course, every dog is a lap dog if they fit on the lap, and Tommy is right there in the lap, so definitely counts as a lap dog. What can you tell us about Tommy?
Tommy's a pup. In theory, she's about the same age as Grace, but we had Tommy out in the area outside of our office, and she was experiencing a little bit of separation anxiety. All that tells us is that she's just going to need a little bit of care, a little bit of extra training, so that she's confident and comfortable when she has to be by herself. But Tommy's about a 2-year-old boy. He's a mix. He's got just about everything in him. Little terrier, maybe a little larger breed like a lab mix or something like that. But it's anybody's guess. But he's a mixed breed. He's just adorable. He's 2 years old. Just shy of probably 2 years old. And he's only about 18 pounds right now, but he's going to fill out a little bit, so he'll get a little bit bigger than that. But he's still got puppy anxiety. So he's going to need some interaction, some daily exercise. He's going to need some toys in the house, maybe even another dog in your house to help him acclimate into a new home. But he's available for foster right now. He'll be available for adoption on the 28th, I believe. We're seeking to get Tom to the shelter so that he can find his forever home as soon as possible.
That's always important. And once again, we have the info right there on the screen. That's Tommy, A1134318, 2-year-old, just a cutie dog. I do see a little bit of that little reservedness, but I definitely see a lot of love, and definitely I can definitely tell Tommy's going to come to life as soon as he just finds his comfort in his special place. Has he been around other dogs, or is he more of like a solitary type?
He's only been with us just for a day, a little over a day. So as always, with shelter pets, it's tough for us to, just like with humans, if you've only known somebody for a day, you can't really tell too much about their personality. But he came to us on the 24th, which was yesterday. So very little that we know about him, but we know so far is that he loves humans, loves people. He doesn't necessarily like to be on his own as of yet, but he'll learn that as he gets older. He's been okay with other animals, but he's going to need a lot more training about how to behave around other people, about how to behave around other animals. But he's just a pup. He's still young. He's going to learn that stuff naturally. But just another case where if you adopt a shelter pet like Tommy, it takes a lot of effort to make sure that they're going to stay in your home and that you do your part and make sure you keep them well interacted with other people and other dogs.
Well, Tommy definitely needs a forever home. Once again, that number right there, A1134318. Phone number at the bottom, 868-7120. Definitely want to get Tommy a forever home just in time for the holidays. That'd be such a great time to definitely bring Tommy home and be a part of your family. Speaking of family, of course, we have Thanksgiving going on tomorrow. And after that, all the decorating comes, the red, the greens, the whites, they just explode all over the house. But definitely need to start thinking a little bit about taking care of a pet when you are doing that. So what are some of the things we should be really careful on when we bring the tree in and all the decorations when it comes to the pets around us?
Yeah, so the holidays, like you said, Eric, the holidays bring a lot of decoration, and they bring things that we would normally have outdoors, indoors, and all that activity and all that action and all that decorating. If you have a dog or a cat, for that matter, it's very interesting. It's going to pique their interest. All the decorations that you put on a tree, those can all be pulled off very easily by a dog or cat and chewed on and digested. And sometimes we bring in flower arrangements from the outdoors, indoors, and a lot of those flowers can be poisonous to your pets. Things like baby's breath that you wouldn't normally think of, hydrangeas. Poinsettias can be poisonous in certain amounts. There's a whole host of different things that you might decorate your house with during the holidays, both Thanksgiving and Christmas, that we need to give some thought in advance, that if your pet is to get a hold of that, you don't want to be making an emergency visit to the vet hospital on Thanksgiving.
Not at all. No.
Thought in advance. And one thing I remind folks of, granted it's a pandemic, so hopefully we're all not having all kinds of strangers at our house. But that's something to consider too, is how well your pet interacts with different kinds of people, different people coming to your home, and get them acclimated beforehand so that if you do have people coming to your home, family members or what have you, that they're well acclimated to that, to being introduced to new people. So we always want to make sure that we're aware of those cautions. Decorating your house for the holidays, the new items you may have in your house during the holidays, new people you may have in your house during the holidays as well.
Always great information. I always appreciate you guys spending some time with us. Of course, I hope you both have an amazing Thanksgiving. Do you want to once again share the two dogs that we did feature today? Grace was featured first, A1132642. And right now in the lap with Chauncey over there is Tommy, A1134318. Thank you once again. I hope you guys both have an amazing Thanksgiving. Have some time to relax and enjoy all the delicious foods in the time of the holiday season. And of course, next Wednesday, 10 a.m., we'll be right here. If you do have any questions, of course, always feel free to send them our way. We love answering your questions right here on Pet Connection. And once again, Nick and Chauncey, I appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thank you so much, Eric, and everybody watching. Have a happy Thanksgiving, safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next